driving down the motorway in the down rain, your windscreen wiper stopped working. It's actually quite a terrifying experience. Never had that happen to me before. So there's all these articulated trucks going past me as I'm coming off, and obviously they spray it, and I'm just like this, like a dog, you know, like in the summer. I'm like, looking out the side.
Looking like he's trying to drink the rainwater or something.
Do I put my foot down?
Yeah,
130.
Commit.
Like the central reservation, nobody's going to think I myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to think it's a wiper fault, and that's, oh man, what a lovely guy he was. There'll be like a big shrine with some candles on it. Everyone will like gather around and be like, garlic bread. We'll do like that.
Garlic bread.
Yeah. Or do I pull over, or do I just try and like stiff it out? And so I went with the final one, which is super dangerous, but managed to get here. Hi, Adam.
And I'm Josh.
And welcome back to the Breaking Big podcast. Best thing to come out of Wakefield, which is where we now are, instead of Morley, since Jane McDonald. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else famous about Wakefield.
What else has even come out of
Who
Wakefield?
the fuck's Jane McDonald?
You know, that she was like a cruise ship singer, and then she turned into like a TV personality.
Right.
I saw this documentary she did on like, documentary is a loose terminology, but she did something about like, she was in this, like some Greek island doing like naked yoga.
Google that, George. Get us that up.
That just seems like a diet way to get, like a kind of way to get into swinging with, you know, when you don't really want to, you're not quite ready for touch.
Seems like a TV program I could predict you watching.
With this one, Total Chance, I came across it, George. Total Chance. It was on some day. Yeah, it wasn't just that. She was experiencing a bunch of stuff on, I think, like some Greek island, one of which happened to be.
Oh, look, it's a bunch of dudes with the bush covering their bush.
That was it. That was the show. Yeah.
What else is Wakefield even famous for?
Wakefield doesn't have a football team.
Not through like
That's
a trial
so weird, that.
from Easy Idiots next door.
I think it was a hub of textile industry back in the day.
For me, other than Charles Bronson being in Wakefield prison, that's all I know Wakefield
There
for,
are
to be
a lot of
honest.
high-profile prisons here. That's probably the most famous thing about Wakefield. Ian Huntley was here, right? Yorkshire Rip here at some point.
I think so, yeah.
I wonder if we could get into Wakefield prison to do like, you can do like a all-you-can-eat
I
prison
said this,
food.
how good would that be? I said I could get in there. They wouldn't let you do it. But then, like, if they want to raise the profile of it.
I bet they would, you know.
Nah, why? They're going to look at the A, safety, B, like...
Yeah, but there might be some like nice prisoners, not you and Bronson. Imagine that, Beard versus Bronson. That'd be
I just want to go into general population.
Gen pop.
General population in the cafeteria or whatever, and we're filming it and just scoffing loads of prison food. That would be like, that's my dream video.
I watched that reel you sent into the chat last night, I think. Was that about the Yorkshire Ripper?
Yeah, I don't know how real that was. How real the reel was. I don't know if you can play it, but
We'll have a look.
Have a look, Josh.
it's quite a graphic story.
Yeah.
I don't know who the prisoner is. An interview with the prisoner who was recounting a story about.
Sitting down, going like this, and he's walking up and down like angry. So I said, sit down, man. He goes, I don't want this food, I want liver. So I said, liver? You have to order that from the kitchen. It'll probably be tomorrow now. So he looked at me and goes, no, that's what I did. I cut someone up, disemboweled somebody, and I hit their liver. So I'm like, bro, like, if you're gonna talk like that, yeah? Leave me alone, because I'm having my food. Later on, we'll talk about all your mad killings and all that. Yeah, I won't say his name because obviously, you know, but he ain't having it. So he's come up behind Sutcliffe. I held him there, took his eye out with a fork, and hit it. So the nurse is standing there like that, and the pus from the eyeball was going into her face. She's ran off the ward, all the staff ran off the ward, left all the patients there. So I don't give a shit, man. I'm eating my dinner now. Peter's there crying, the cord of the eye is still connected to in there, like...
So the Yorkshire Rippers had his eye cut out in prison and eaten by another inmate?
I feel like that would have made... Would that not have made
Google
headlines?
that, George. Find out
It's
if...
like...
This is like... We've immediately demonetised this podcast for stars. We haven't done any Yorkshire...
showing anything, though.
We don't earn any money anyway.
We haven't done any YouTube comments. That's awful, that. As if you carry on eating this ground. Yeah, it'd put you off a bit. Not you, probably, but the rest of us.
I've eaten an eyeball. Not a human eyeball, but I've eaten an eyeball.
A fish eyeball.
Fish eyeball, yeah.
Is it like crunchy and like... I've seen it on
I can't say... They're hard to get through. Chewy is... I wouldn't say crunchy. Crunchy would not be the word, but they're chewy.
They taste fishy.
A little briny. Salty, you know. I wouldn't say necessarily fishy.
Jeez.
I don't know the legitimacy of that story because it says online this is Leeds Live or something, but Later at Broadmoor, Paul Wilson attacked him in his cell, attempting strangulation with headphone cords. Most grievous assault. Apparently, he's been assaulted a lot in prison.
Naturally.
When Ian Kay stabbed Sutcliffe, resulting in the loss of vision in his left eye. Doesn't say out about him eating it.
Well, I suppose they might not go into detail. That could be true. For the purpose of this podcast, we will assume that criminal telling the truth.
Allegedly, whoever that guy is telling the true story, yeah.
Well, what a wild start to the podcast. Shall we do a YouTube comment?
It's time for a YouTube comment from you.
Okay, first comment from Spencer Westcott. I've followed Beard's food channel for a long time now, but only found out about the podcast a week or so ago. I'm binging from the beginning and up to episode 76. I'm leaving this comment to see if you read it out when I catch up. Keep up the laughs, boys.
76 episodes in a week. Can somebody do the maths on that?
That's ridiculous.
We need to do like some kind of controlled scientific study of the mental impact of listening to this podcast over time has on people. You know what I mean?
Cheers, Spencer.
If you listen to 76 episodes of this
In a week? Let's say 76 hours, like, that's many days. That's at least...
You could just put it on in the background though, I suppose.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's not...
I doubt
thanks,
he's
Spence.
intently listening to every single
Maybe
episode.
he is. Fair play.
Well,
Cheers,
never know.
Spence.
Next comment from Steph Stay Slim.
Oh, I recognise that name.
Yeah,
We've read out comment
OG.
from him before. Congrats, Josh. Can't wait for a whole new series of Fathering Fails.
I saw that comment. That's a good one. That.
That
Yeah.
should refresh the segment a little bit.
Yeah,
It's been a while since we had a fail.
Any so far? Maybe light-hearted ones?
No.
My baby almost died.
I did see
Slight fathering
I
fail.
saw one, imagine that. I told that story last week. I saw one comment which was like, I showed George yesterday, like, don't talk, like, lads, I'm not here to listen to baby talk. It's as bad as somebody showing you pictures of their kids. I was like, motherfucker.
You know what you can do? You can fuck off, mate. That's what you can do.
I said to George, I'm like, fuck me, like, what an horrible bastard. You should find that comment and read his name out. However, I have had a massive positive response from like 99, that's negative bias, 99% of people, thank you for the congratulations. And I also got a DM from somebody that had been through a similar scenario with their kid.
Yeah.
So that was like...
Sit around a campfire, sing Kumbaya.
Yeah, that's like the purpose
Give each
of
other
it.
a hug.
Fucking we need to. You join us, you.
I'd be on the campfire.
Next comment from Jay Foreman. I'm going to be honest, I love these podcasts, but podcast Beard frightens the fuck out of me.
Lad, you want to know real life Beard? That's fucking scarier.
Food Channel Beard has the jolly personality of Father Christmas. Podcast Beard is an angry, cynical man. It's like stumbling into an alleyway as a kid and finding Santa drunk and angry ranting at the wall. 10 out of 10 will keep watching. That's a quoted comment, is that?
That's yeah, that's about right, man. It's about right.
Imagine if this is podcast Beard, imagine what it's like when the camera's out rolling. Like, times that by 10.
I mean, like, steady. Come on. Like,
This morning, times it by 10.
yeah, well, everyone has bad days, and that's just a thing that people don't realise. About if nobody's a one-dimensional caricature unless you're heavily medicated. Everyone has like good days, bad days, things go on in their life.
Yeah.
I'm still here, and I'm still like still smiling, still making inappropriate jokes about jumping on a campfire and self-immolating. I don't know. Like, is there another one?
One more comment that we might cut from Dulcie. Are you suggesting you dated a girl much younger than you, Beard? I hope not. That'd make you a huge hypocrite since you said George was too young for your sister.
Ooh, I remember that.
No, would I do such a thing? And even if I did, hypothetically speaking, hypocrisy is basically my middle name. You know what I mean? So like, if I'm saying like George, I'm saying George is too young for my sister in a bid to stop my sister from trying to seduce him because he's obviously a work colleague of mine. And it's kind of awkward when she has like
Not a
4
friend,
beers.
you know,
Yeah,
just a work colleague.
So when she has like 4 or 5 beers at a gig that I'm trying to enjoy, I'm there to support George, and she's hitting on him. It gets a little awkward. So I try to.
She doesn't really hit on me, to be honest.
she's given up a little now.
She's
but,
too
I
busy
mean,
staring at Amron's
Staring at
fingers.
Amron's fingers, yeah.
The
Yeah.
old magic fingers, Amron.
Nobody knows who they are. But yeah, yeah. If I guilty, hypocrisy is in there in my list of flaws. It's number 82.
What's going on in the world of Beard then, Mr. Beard? How's life treating you? We've got beautiful weather in Wakefield today.
Oh, it's
Yesterday, I think we actually had a hurricane. It was so bad that even the Bluets wouldn't venture out for food. So they complained of the skin constantly.
Why do you? Nobody
Sorry, I
knows who
know.
they
Yeah,
are.
like, we're in the office. They do know. Josh Blewett's on Reddit. He's on like the Reddit page where everybody hates on me and Josh, the other Josh. Yeah, the rain's been so bad that they chose to order takeout on a Monday lunchtime. The fucking
What did they
slobs.
have?
I think they had like Mr. T's or some shit. I don't know what it was. Like they'll have had a beef burger and then worried. Then they'll complain that they're skint and fat. And it's like, well, there's your problem.
Then we'll go training in German. And, Adam, that's not enough training volume. That's not enough training volume. As I'm like smashing 80 over my head.
Yeah.
And he's like, this for 50.
So anyway, how's life, mate? What's going on?
It's all right, man. It's great.
How's the car?
So which one? Both broken. Which would you want to know about?
The one that's less broken. The one that you drove in today.
Oh, right. I would argue that's probably more broken.
broken.
Because at least the other one is mostly superficial damage.
Yeah.
Driving down the motorway in the pissing down rain, your windscreen wipers stop working. It's actually quite a terrifying experience. Never had that happen to me before. I was kind of half, when it happened, I was halfway between, like, do I put my foot down?
Yeah,
130.
Commit.
Like, the central reservation, nobody's going to think I've killed myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to think it's a wiper fault, and that's, oh man, what a lovely guy he was. There'll be like a big shrine with some candles on it. Everyone will like gather around and be like, garlic bread. We'll do like a
Garlic bread.
Or do I pull over, or do I just try and like stiff it out? And so I went with the final one, which is super dangerous, but managed to get here. I don't know if I'm going to make it home, but
I said, obviously Adam's always on doing it reserve, so I rang him, he didn't answer, so I said, ring me. He rang me. I'm at Skeleton Lake. I'm like, oh, shall I come get you? And I can at least like either take you home or like come to the studio. So anyway, he goes, now I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, but I already committed on the motorway. So I thought, I'll just see how bad it really is. So I just turned my wipers off.
Terrible.
It's
bad,
fucking
right?
well bad, mate.
Yeah.
Because it drops down to like that 50 mile an hour zone, so you're just basically behind a lorry. Oh, there's a million lorries up
And
there.
they like spray so much as well.
Yeah, I was like, this is bad.
there was one point which was genuinely like toss of a coin. Was, you know, when you come off at Wakefield
Yeah.
on M1, so there's all these articulated trucks going past me as I'm coming off, and obviously they spray it, and I'm just like this, like a dog, you know, like in the summer. I'd be like, looking out the side of the fucking thing.
Looking like he's trying to drink the rainwater or something.
So I don't know, like I'm trying to time it with the weather, like that I can drive home when it's you know, it's not quite as.
So if we see a gap in the weather, you can bounce. We'll get this. If we get one podcast done today, we're happy.
Has it stopped raining?
No, not yet. Although by like 2 o'clock, it's saying it's going to be like 20%.
Yeah, but I think probably 3-4 is probably going to be a sweet spot, perhaps. I don't know. I might just be camping out here all day.
George,
That's fine.
what was some of the talking points on the agenda for today?
You're not allowed to say that.
I said it more eloquently than.
What's on the agenda?
Have we actually got a point?
Oh, else like,
We got a good positive reaction to the crew video this weekend.
hooray!
Fucking hell.
Well, I
believe
mean,
it.
at the risk of throwing a wet pissy blanket on your enthusiastic fire there, it was 5 of 10, making it empirically average. The video was very good. Its reception was about average.
In views. But the comments that we got were all positive.
They weren't all
From
positive.
what I saw. From what I saw, I didn't see any
There was
negatives.
that one guy. Read the comment out. There's one guy that's like trolling us. Man.
Let's not read
he
that
can,
out.
When, on this, he can click on the comment and he can just read out what that one person has commented across all videos, and he only comments on our videos.
That's the funniest, man. Because I think people genuinely don't know that, like, if you leave a comment on YouTube, if you click on the little kind of profile
it's got
picture,
history.
it will show you all the comments.
Yeah.
So I just think, like, some of them, like, there's one, it might be if it's the same guy, and it'll be like, I'm unsubscribing, beard, like, I can't deal with these people in your videos. And you'll click it, and there's like 20 comments, all on the videos that you guys are in. I'm like, go on then, get on with it.
It's
like, you still here?
That's like me with fucking solicitors and estate agent. I'm going to pull out of this, back of this house. I mean it. I'm going to. Go on then, George. Where we at?
So with the big fact hunt that we've been doing, we've said that Josh is 1 away from this forfeit, and we put out like a thing on Instagram to say, give us some ideas of forfeits, because we can't think of any, because you know, we're uncreative people. So Josh, do you want
Speak for yourself.
do you want to bring it up on Instagram and we'll read some of them out?
I sent screenshots in chat, lad. You have to go through them.
Oh,
mate.
right, okay.
We put it on like a week ago.
Are they in the production chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well prepared,
Can I
George.
get some sound effects? This is why I'll be playing that elevator music.
Okay, so
this weekend, like Tilly put like tattoo transfers on.
Yeah.
All of us, and it won't come off. We've had to send her to school today. She's got about 8 on. She's got one at top, one at bottom, on each leg and each arm. She looks like fucking Amy Winehouse going into like.
I used to do them
into
when I was a
school. Sorry, carry on.
But we should put one on you.
Yeah, she put one on me, but
Think to put
Why
on
did you
arm
put it
with
on
no
your tattoo
tattoos?
arm?
well, I don't know. Like,
Anyway, so let's say yes or no to these.
Well,
And
but
then
no, wait a second. though. Like, what if we say yes to multiple?
what I'm saying is we'll pick our 3 favourites,
Right. Okay.
and then we'll put them on an Instagram poll, and then the people can vote for the number one.
can we do MMA rounds with Danny Mitchell? Can we put that in the list?
You've got so much hate for that winner stays on thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
He's better than Tony Ferguson's better than Khabib. Like, I don't even watch UFC, and I thought you look like an idiot. It's like saying fucking Henning Berg's better than Cristiano Ronaldo or something like.
It's like saying Tommy Fury could knock out Mike Tyson in his prime.
Jake Paul will.
Anyway, so eat a Carolina Reaper pepper.
Oh, they're not that. That's not that big of a
I
deal.
know, but for him, he's a bit of a fanny though, isn't he?
Fucking. Whoa, listen, mate.
With the spice.
Have you given him
You
a raise
are.
or something? He's full of like
know.
enthusiasm this morning. He thinks he's. I mean, he is running the show, but like, he definitely thinks he's running the show.
Sounds a bit weak, that one, mate.
Anything with spice though, you will not do.
What do you mean? Mate, I've got like, they call me the hot god. I don't know.
The hot god.
That's what I like about him, his ability to like think on his feet. You know.
Right. Got to eat something minging, even though Adam will likely just eat it like last time.
Yeah, we've been there, done that.
The surströmming thing was just embarrassing. So I think probably not. It needs to be something a little bit more dangerous.
Full
maybe.
body wax, everything, ears, nose, everything, and film obviously for our amusement.
Ears and nose is a bit of a weird addition.
Yeah, I mean, like, not like fucking eyebrows and head.
That one where they like stick it up your nose though, and then just like rip it out.
That'd be painful, but I'd have that done, man.
But that'd feel really nice.
We're,
actually.
we're of that age where that's like a necessity.
Could we time that for about 5 weeks' time from now?
Why?
Look, put that in the mood file. That
Totally, like undisclosed reasons.
the yeah, off to Vegas. The full body massage, the full body. I'm thinking of
massage.
Vegas. Sorry, the full body wax.
You can get those in Vegas.
I reckon you probably can. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Anyway, put that in the mood file because that I've sucked at. Like back
We're still talking about Vegas or no?
What about waxing? You have to
I
wax
thought
your
it was
legs.
like a special kind of massage. All right.
Happy ending.
I mean, you're not even hairy.
I mean,
That's going to be punishing for me. Like for you, that's going to be nothing.
I reckon I've got hairy chest.
You've got
and
like one hair sticking out your nipple or something. That's like it for you.
put that in the mood file because I reckon if you get your chest and your back done, that's
All
gonna, and your arsehole, chest, back, and arsehole.
You can't do that one. I can't film that.
You can just blur it out. You'll see the. Imagine if they put
It's already demonetized.
don't
man.
wanna-
Imagine if they put it on your arsehole and they accidentally catch just the bottom of your ball sack and then whoosh,
They
like
do-
that.
well, that's part of like
Big
how they,
tug.
that's how they do it. They do the back sack and crack, don't they? Of
They don't do the sack. Surely they can't wax your sack.
course they can.
Wow, you what?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Yes. That's that's where that expression comes from.
I thought that was just.
Never had it done, but yeah.
Spicy food forfeit. No, I don't think he will do that.
It's not, wait, he shouldn't
It's
get
not-
to
it's not
choose
about-
whether
yeah.
he does it.
I know,
or
but
not.
he just won't do it.
No, it's just he said a Carolina Reaper is not like.
All right, so he wants spicier.
I'm not fucking hell. I don't.
I
wanna
just
eat-
think there could be better forfeits than that
All
person
right, yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Go on, sorry.
Spend a day with a conveyancer and an estate agent.
I still haven't paid mine. I still haven't paid him.
Nah,
Nah.
keep him waiting, man.
Yeah, fuck him. See you in court, motherfuckers.
A dig from Eddie Hall.
Why? As if people.
Dig from Eddie Hall.
What, like
a punch? If you want to get
I don't
punched
know.
by somebody that's hard, like somebody that can actually punch, you know, like a punch from like
Paddy.
Danny Mitchell.
Danny.
Oh yeah, Paddy. Yeah.
We know people that can punch.
Drive for an hour in Bradford and pass out cheeseburgers to random people. Very scary.
Somebody done that before?
I
That
think
does sound
Clearly,
like
this
a
guy's
YouTube.
speaking from experience.
That's
I was
like a
gonna say, I
YouTube
think
video.
the act of passing out burgers. You're the scary one if you're passing out burgers in
You
Bradford.
could do it like, what was that program? You know, where the guy went whoop, 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 and he used to throw burgers at people. What was the program?
I feel like that was in your head.
Nah, it was
I don't
like-
think that was a real
it
TV
was-
show.
That was that real classy programming. That
It was a bit like Jackass in the UK, and he used to have like a cowboy hat on, and he used to do dumb shit to people. And I'm pretty sure he used to like, the one way he went to a McDonald's and he'd take it and then he'd throw it back at him like, nugget, 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 nugget. Oh, what's that program?
I have no idea.
That sounds like your.
Are you sure it isn't a children's
Is
program?
this not in my head?
You want Dick and Dom doing bogies and stuff like that? No?
Nuggets.
How long is this going to last? I imagine quite a lot. So.
I need to know what it is now.
All right, you do that, and I'll just say yes or no to whatever George is going to say.
Wear a Manchester United kit at a Leeds United game. I think that's borderline dangerous, to be honest.
Yeah, you're probably going to get hurt doing that.
There were a guy that
He's really committed to something.
There were a guy that was it was called like the big gay following or something, and he used to go like it was like a class as a bear, and he'd like say to people like it'd almost be like asking them for sexual intercourse and stuff.
Right, I believe you. Let's just park
what's
this,
the-
yeah?
what's
Can
the
we just
fucking
put this to the
program
side?
called?
I believe you that it exists.
Let's just park that for the
and
time being.
we'll just move past it. Yeah,
Star in Adam's next music video.
he'll probably do that.
I've
anyway.
been in
I need
like
some,
don't
three
think
of them.
that's a
Nobody,
forfeit.
yeah,
I
like,
need some extras anyway.
The hardest eating challenge you have completed, and he has to finish it.
That's like a
I don't
question.
think there's a thing of he has
That's a
to finish
biology
it.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
3 minutes in 3-degree ice bath.
Ooh, that's a good one.
that is a good one.
Where would we get that?
Quite
ice
like
bath?
that one.
You can go to like these like clinics and stuff. You know, there's like a few in Wakefield that do like saunas and baths and stuff. 3 minutes. That's a long time.
That is.
Is it dangerous to be in it for that long?
I reckon it could get dangerous. Probably not for 3 minutes.
Not 3 minutes. When McGregor and Chandler did that thing for UFC,
That was 10 minutes, wasn't it? I think.
yeah,
And
and they got told off.
Yeah, that's
massively
really
for that, 'cause
dangerous.
That's really bad.
Well, it's not going to be my forfeit unless it's like the greatest comeback in history. It's
Do you think you could do 3 minutes?
that sounds like an after.
Have you ever done one?
No.
Have you?
what's that one in Centre Parks which is really cold? I don't know how cold it is, but there's one that's really cold at Centre Parks. Like when you go on the kind of the regular heated little lazy river thing.
Yeah.
And you get out and there's like a plunge pool which is really cold.
I don't know. But
I bet
like,
that's not -3, and that's
that's like my
not
idea.
nice to
I don't
do.
understand why people want to do plunge pools and like, you know, the ones where it's like a bucket full of like water and ice. And who the fuck wants to... Imagine having an ice bath in your back garden in England and you've got to go outside in this and then jump in a
Yeah.
fucking...
especially because
A wheelie bin.
A lot of the science on its utility in terms of recovery is
That's my idea of hell, that. So like, if...
I think that's a good
genuinely,
contender.
There you go.
3
That's it.
minutes in a fucking ice bath is like...
We'll narrow it down to 3. That's a good
Jesus.
contender.
all right. So that's one then at least.
I'm not going to read that one.
What? Bleep it out.
Him getting pegged. Like, it's not going to happen, mate, is it?
You said you'd get pegged if you had to.
I'd try everything.
I know, you literally put like about 5 messages about it in the chat. No one fucking replied.
I was talking about pegging in the chat.
Yeah, you're
you
like,
put-
I'd get pegged if I had to.
You,
I wouldn't mind.
you put that.
Was I out? Was I drinking?
I don't. It will later on, and nobody, not one person responded. Then the day after,
Talking to yourself about pegging.
the day after, somebody started a new conversation.
Yeah, I thought that was like quite. You know, I don't know what the word is, but like, yeah, if I had to, I'd get-
Open-minded, yeah.
He likes fitness and booze, so run half a marathon and after every mile down a pint.
Ooh, that's like that crispy. There is. I'm sure that exists. That'd be
That was
we
like
need to
that
do that
Krispy
this year.
Kreme
We
thing.
keep saying we're going to do it, and I think it's like, oh, is it October or something?
so next year then.
Yeah, this coming year.
Yeah.
Where is that?
In America.
North Carolina. Raleigh. Beautiful place.
Loser has to go on a rally driving experience with Gorgeous George driving.
My car.
How have you still got a
with
license?
no fucking windscreen wipers?
How has he still got a license? Have you not had a letter out yet?
Heard nothing.
Have you changed like your address, or is it going to like your mum's house or something?
Nope.
Jeez.
100%. Like if you get pulled over by
Yeah,
the cops,
yeah,
you are
yeah.
like you go to prison.
They're going to do like that box maneuver on you as you go home. There'll be like 3 of them just fucking...
Get the stinger out.
Move house again.
Oh,
Jesus.
don't do that to me.
Literally anything to do with aviation.
Who's put that?
Walrus 99.
Oh, that's my brother-in-law.
Is it?
It's because he didn't like it. Well, I'm not a fan of flying, am I? So...
Which brother-in-law? The brother-in-law.
no, the other one.
Right.
Name his new baby Breaking Beard Gudgeon.
It's already been done, mate. Official. Been down to Wakefield. What is it, like a fucking courthouse? Like Wakefield Town Hall. It's really official. Like you got to go down with baby.
You don't wanna
What do you want to call this child? So you write it doing
Yeah.
This good? Yes. Right, okay. Pay like 12 quid.
Cool story, that, bro.
Ring walk at Octagon.
Bit.
What, you should just do the ring walk and then walk out?
And then walk away.
Yeah.
I've seen people say, "Oh, we should do 5 minutes at a fucking Paul Smith concert." Like we've got the authority or the pull to even, well, a show or whatever.
I was getting some grief. Was he on Twitter? I met Paul this week.
Tattoo of little beard on his ass.
That's
You
a
know, the
little
one
extreme.
from the t-shirt.
That's a little
There's
extreme.
what?
You know, the one with the pocket hole from the t-shirt.
I'd get. I've almost got a tattoo of Adam already. Look.
That's me in a few years, yeah. It's not far. The nose is a bit bent though. Mine's like basically perfect.
I'll get a tattoo. I'll get BMF on somewhere in this.
I don't, man. Like, you'd be the fourth person on planet Earth to do that that I'm aware of.
Eating a habanero pepper soup.
Right, those even aren't even as hot as Carolina Reapers. Come on, let's select these.
Shave his head.
No, come on, he'd look ridiculous.
Yeah, I would. Like a bit of if I would do that, I'll go to Turkey and get some plugs.
24-hour in a spoons. 1 hour for every shot or pint. Has to eat or drink something every hour.
What, to reduce the hour? A bit like,
Like
think,
the
yeah, the
fancy
idea.
football thing. I mean, shots would be pretty easy, wouldn't it?
24 shots. Can you
If
imagine?
you got something like weak, like apple sours,
I think I'd be absolutely
melt your
bummed,
teeth,
mate.
but you'd be all right. I could do 24 shots of Baileys. No problem, man. 24 regular measures, but I fucking love that shit.
You having a few Baileys in Germany next week?
We'll see, like, what kind of headspace I'm in, I suppose. Probably won't do that at the Octagon event. Can I have a Baileys, please? Like, get the fuck out.
A podcast in an outfit picked by the other person.
You could put that in if you want, yeah?
Yeah, man, I don't know what.
What's the
Do you
outfit
know what you
gonna be?
pick?
Well, I'd have to have that outfit first.
Like
wouldn't I?
Super Mario or
Oh, like
You'd have to
fancy
order
dress.
him some
like
sort of outfit.
a ballet dancer,
Yeah, like, I'm game for that.
a leotard.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Podcasting nude.
I
Again.
already said I'd do that, yeah. That would be really funny because of all the people that walk past you. We'd have to get a GoPro. Can we set that up? Like, and just record it? That'd be funny.
I'd be all right. They can't really see me, but they'd see your.
Starkers.
Stand-up comedy act at Hot Water ahead of Paul Smith.
We don't have that. We don't have that poll, mate. We don't. Have.
Nobody's going to. Although, I mean, I've seen some terrible comedians on Twitter, so.
Danny Mitchell's put MMA fight with me.
Yeah, I
go.
did say that. Feels a little kind
Put
of.
that in.
I
What
think
we've got?
that one, the ice bath.
So that's 2.
So we need one more.
Right.
Beard farts in a jar after a challenge. Josh inhales said fart.
Mate, I've spent. I dread to think how many hours I've spent with this man after he's shit his pants, farted, like just the general smell of like.
I pay you well, don't I?
We all become
I
one.
pay you well. Stop whinging.
Whoa! Why are you trying to? Why are you bringing money into this, mate? Eh?
Because it's
There's no amount of money.
free, is it?
Yeah, but there's no amount of money that's like human rights violations. That.
Steady. Like, I'm not Idi Amin. Can you, like, calm down?
Who?
Like, I don't even know why. I'm starting to get to the point where I have to dumb down all these references because I don't even know why I thought you would understand that. Shut the fuck up.
Do you know-
Pick one more, George. I'm bored of this now.
Do you know what Idi Amin is?
No.
Idi Amin?
That's what you just said. Didn't
I said Idi Amin. Fucking just move on. Fucking Idi Amin.
To grow a beard, or how about an assault course?
you? What?
Assault course is
I like
not
the
a bad
idea of the
Can you
assault course.
stop me so judgmental? That's not a bad idea. There's like a ninja warrior up near my grand's.
I like
That's a
that
bad
idea. actually.
But like, you'd have to just, then it's going to involve us both.
We'd have to film it.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. We're going to get Tory Mike in to overexpose it. Get some GoPro.
Is there not like a total wipeout course somewhere or something?
There's a Ninja
You know,
Warrior.
There's a
which is
Ninja Warriors
like-
in Leeds.
Yeah.
You know, with the big like bouncy
The ball.
balls.
No,
and
that's
stuff.
not that one.
Yeah, it's near my grandma's.
Should we say that's the third one then?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've got Ninja Warrior, the ice bath, and what was the third one?
MMA rounds with Danny Mitchell.
Yeah. Right. We're going to put a poll on Instagram.
Imagine that getting fucking Danny Mitchell pow, straight on your beak.
Yeah, I don't really
Coming
have to
live.
imagine it. I remember, well, he didn't punch me, but like,
I doubt it'll be punching. We'll put a poll on Instagram with those three, and you can vote on which you think Josh should do, or it might not even be
I
Josh.
know. Come on, mate.
But, you know, that's the forfeit then. So, yeah.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sorry to interrupt this episode. I just want to take a quick moment to tell you about our Patreon. As you know, we don't take on any old sponsorships around here. In fact, we've only done 2 in the last 2 years. That's why we need Patreon. That's where you guys come in. Each week, we do a Patreon-only episode. Fancy going to watch Kung Fu Panda 4? Yeah.
no, I'd just call you for that, dickhead.
I'm not shagging you. Anyway, George, as well as behind-the-scenes content from all our trips abroad, all the antics, and all the stuff that we've frankly can't post on YouTube. It's a great community being built, and the money generated helps keep this sinking ship afloat. If not, George is going to have to go back to selling his ass for money. You get early access to every episode, and there's a Patreon-only episode with every podcast. Not only that, there's almost a year's worth of behind-the-scenes content for you to catch up on, and you can see all the antics that goes on whilst we're abroad. And you can ask us questions on our Patreon-only Q&As. All this for less than the price of a pint. Thanks as always for the support. Now back to the episode.
Well, that was the Breaking Beard podcast. John, John's getting next.
Should we do Breaking Beard now? Should we do what do we call it?
The big fact hunt.
Well, it's not been that since we left fucking Morley, mate.
Are you all right? Do you need food or something? Do you want a cuddle? Like, what's wrong with you, man?
You don't have long enough. Like, that would be a 24-hour podcast.
All right, who wants first question?
Me.
Okay. What is the capital of Switzerland?
We've been?
Zurich.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It's Bern.
We haven't actually been. We haven't actually been.
Curveball. That video from Switzerland was fucking dog.
Go on, straight to Facebook. Do not pass go. Do not go on Beard's YouTube channel. Straight to Facebook.
Straight to my unofficial TikTok.
Straight to DVD.
Fucking 20 quid.
Did you earn some money off it? I'll ask you afterwards. Sorry.
All right, Josh. In what year was the first episode of South Park aired?
Ooh, that's quite good.
I actually watched like a bit of a documentary on South Park recently because they opened in South Park they've got that it's like a restaurant that they go. Have you seen South Park?
I don't watch South Park.
Anyway, the guys that what's the two guys that made South Park? They basically built the restaurant in
City
real life.
Walk. That one.
I can't remember what it's called.
I'm not doing the impression because it's highly racist.
I don't think they've done 20 years yet. I think they're probably knocking on to. Have we run out of time?
No, you just fucking waffled on so long. You keep fucking. The answer is a year.
1997. I'd say.
You said it, Judge.
Yeah.
It is actually
Hey.
1997. Fucking heck.
I knew it was a good guess, but I'm impressed. So maybe it's not going to be you after all.
1997.
Safe for 1 week.
If I do like 3 minutes in a -3 degrees,
You'd die, you.
but I would die.
You'd have to eat a lot before and a coffee. I'm a bit chubby, you know what I mean?
Lube myself up with seal blubber and stuff. That's supposed to keep you warm, right?
I thought to add to the notes, we'd be silly to not talk about it. The KSI, Mr Beast and Logan Paul have launched a Lunchables alternative called Lunchly. Have you heard about this?
I'm going to have to Google that.
Lunchly. Have a look on the show notes because I've added pictures and information and stuff.
Wait a second, there are show notes.
Yes, there's always show notes, mate. You've got access to them as well.
That little pizza thing.
Yeah, so that you don't know which is which, but on one side is a Lunchables and
Right.
on the other is a Lunchly. Can you spot the difference?
So they're doing a knockoff of Lunchables.
It's a complete knockoff.
And they're calling it Lunchly.
What it is if you don't know what Lunchables are,
Who the fuck doesn't know what Lunchables are?
And a bit, it's like an American thing, isn't it?
No, they've got
They have them over here.
yeah.
I've never really seen them or had them.
Nobody in their right mind would eat them, but we do have them.
It's like plastic crackers, plastic cheese,
Yeah.
plastic ham.
So basically, it says each box includes a bottle of Prime
Whoa.
and Feastables, existing popular products offered by the creators, along with 3 varieties, including turkey with cheese and crackers, nachos with salsa, and pizza.
Yeah, can't wait to not try that.
Yeah.
That could be like a collaboration for you. You could how many lunch lists can I eat? Just have stacks of boxes.
But I shoot a video like that, and all I do is I just pick them up and just go and aggressively throw them into a bin like that. Yeah, and Primes taste like piss. Here, Grant, give me some of your piss. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh yeah, people drinking my actual Grant's piss.
This is like the exact response I wanted.
Have we looked at
I'll still be on Twitter wanting that clown, man.
That clown.
Prime hate is so fast, man. It's so fast. Yeah, is it? Or is Prime just fucking shit?
I just think, though, looking at it, what about that is in any way different to Lunchables? How can they market that?
Maybe the beauty is that it's not really different.
They try to market it as a healthier option or something like that, but it's literally exactly the same, except they put a bottle of Prime in it, which is probably worse.
So there's 230 calories per serving.
I think you're going too deep in
500 milligrams of sodium. So 21% of your daily salt allowance. 11 grams of protein, though, you know.
11.
Smash a few of them in for your gains.
I don't think I've ever eaten a meal with that much that little protein in it.
And 12 grams of fat. And,
So there's more fat in it than protein.
yeah. And 30 milligrams of cholesterol.
I mean, that's kind of largely irrelevant dietary cholesterol.
So yeah, that's the nutritional facts of this.
Do you remember like back in the day when we used to actually occasionally do like a little food review thing?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should
should
not bring
get-
it back, but like I'm not
should
going to do
get-
one of those. I'm just saying
We
like
should get one of them and at least just like look at it and see what's in one.
no, because that's like I might as well do a promotional video for him for Christ's
I
sake.
love that this is one of the highlights on the website, made with real cheese
That's a relief.
as opposed to
Cheese whiz.
There's like a thing on the website apparently it's like a comparison between them and Lunchables.
oh, there is, yeah.
Yeah, read some of them out because some of them are just like it says like
Electrolyte. There's less.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, there's less calories. There's more electrolytes because there's a prime in the
Who's buying fucking Lunchables thinking, oh, I need to get my magnesium and potassium
They've
in?
compared the electrolytes to Capri Sun, so that's the comparison. And obviously, there's less sugar because it's compared to Capri Sun. But the actual the branding looks quite nice. It's quite bright. I can see it's appealing to children.
that is
You
one
don't
thing
say.
you can't knock them on really is the branding is good, but
Is Mr Beast been cancelled yet? Because he's part of this.
He's
little
uncancellable.
crowd.
I think he's uncancelable, mate. I think.
Well, if Diddy's taught us anything, he's
Well, unless he's there's like criminal activity aside, I think he's basically.
you threw me under the bus on your Instagram, by the way.
Did I?
Yeah, because we played Diddy on the podcast last week, and then Diddy was on my
Yeah, that was the joke.
yeah, but now everybody will think I'm a diddler, you know?
Well, no, like I listen to Michael. I don't really listen to it, but I could listen to Michael Jackson and enjoy it, despite the fact there's like a lot of kind of what's the word? Be careful, yeah, a lot of
allegations.
yeah. That's a good one, Josh. Yeah, but like if Beat It comes on, I'm not thinking, oh man, this guy maybe messed around where he shouldn't have. I'm thinking Beat It's a fucking sick tune, man. You know, like Eddie Van Halen, Steve Lukather with the guitar. Fuck man, they don't make it like that anymore.
The kids nowadays, they'll never know.
People don't realize because that's when pop music was like it wasn't really pop music. I mean, it was pop music, right? But they had like the best session musicians in the world, like playing for them.
Didn't Eddie Van Halen do Thriller as well?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he did Thriller.
I could be wrong. What part would he do in Thriller?
I might be thinking.
Do you know he did the
actually.
solo over the wrong part of the song because they had to record it in different places. And he did the actual solo originally in the wrong part of the song, but then they kept it in at the final edit because the solo wasn't supposed to be there. It was supposed to be a much shorter version. But then like it's Van Halen, man. But you know when the Fall Out Boy did the cover and they didn't do the same solo, you're like, come on, man.
John Mayer did that solo.
Yeah, but he didn't do the same solo.
Not the same solo, no.
Yeah, well, so
Put his own spin on it, didn't
well, yeah, but it was just not as good.
he? Josh is like,
Yeah, you could be talking about footy to me. I don't know.
The best part of that is the Lukather part, like that part where, you know, when we're doing the band rehearsals for the live show performance. Yeah, it's my favourite thing. I'm playing guitar. That's
You
like
have to
so.
start rehearsing again for 2027 live show.
No, I mean like George is already rehearsed and all his band are rehearsed. I might have to rehearse. You're not involved in any way, shape, or form. So
Why are you not inviting me to the party? Why are you,
for the
why are you
music
bringing so
part.
much hate to me?
for the music part, like because you fucked it up so much last year.
No, I just missed a couple of
Missed
lines.
a couple of like verses, of which there are two. Anyway, like what we talking about here, man? Lunch. But yeah. I don't fucking care. Sweet, yeah, cool.
but like on the website they have like comparisons between them and Lunchables.
Yeah.
But like they're sort of doing stuff like protein and stuff like that, and then towards the bottom they're just saying like stuff like Lunchables mid food choices, and ours are like. And they're like using, all that like slang that you wanted to put into Room 101. They're putting stuff like that on there, and that's like part of their comparison. It's like there's nothing to fucking base that on. That's just like.
Do you think
a
that's
matter of opinion.
to engage children in a bid to get them to ask their parents to buy them these things?
Well,
Could be. Speaking of consumerism and commercialization of pointless things, I got an email the other day from a company. I forget the name of the company. I mean, U-Tunes or something like that, or twos, something like that, asking if I would give up my image rights for them to produce a Beard Meets Food plushie.
What's a plushie?
Like a little fucking teddy bear. Who the fuck wants to be like sat there like chilling out with like a little
I
Beard
bet
Meets
a lot
Food?
of people would, you know.
I was like, no, thank you. But I appreciate the offer. Go make a Mr Beast plushie or like a fucking.
What are them ones that are like? They're not bobbleheads.
Them like pop, like
pop head
I made
things.
like a. You can make like
Funko
a. I made like a pop
Yeah, that's
one of
it.
him before.
Yeah.
I put it on the.
Surprised no one's approached you to do that before.
That'd be
Oh,
cool.
they might.
Pop
Nah,
figure.
nah.
It would.
Nah, in what way would that be cool?
Would you not?
I think that'd sort of marry well with like what your brand is. I
Yeah.
guess I don't know.
First of all, people that collect those are and second of all, like, why would anyone want like my? Why would anyone want my? You know what I mean? Like, why do you want my fucking
George, you gotta cut that out.
Why? That's nowhere near as bad as the shit you
he
said.
said something way tamer before, and you've asked to cut. That's gonna have to be.
No,
cut.
I can leave it in. I don't give a fuck.
I did not expect that.
Whatever, right? Like, who wants anything that's related? Like, it's bad enough that I sell those crappy T-shirts for like 17 cents profit on Teespring. But like, I only did that because people asked for it. Like, who wants a little plushie or a fucking Funko Pop or like a Beard Meets Food themed anything really?
I think it'd be cool. I think we should have one like on the table, you know.
Yeah, in the middle.
I actually think that would be a good one for you, but clearly you
And it
just
can be
shit-canned
it can be like your stress thing.
You just pick up like a version of my own
pick it up
self.
and-
Just fucking
Yeah,
stab
but
it
shit
with a
out.
needle.
Yeah,
A Beard Meets Food stress.
I think that would be quite therapeutic for you.
Fucking hellfire.
I hate myself.
For listeners, we were actually planning on recording 2 podcasts today, but I don't think we can do it.
Why this all? Let's keep this energy rolling. This is way better than what I got
Do
here.
it. I'll do it. We'll go get some lunch after this. Fuel up.
We'll have some Lunchables.
You're gonna order some this time, George.
You are?
You're gonna order some this time.
Oh yeah.
What else we got on the show notes, brother?
We had some Adam's Hella Sus DMs
yeah?
this week.
Got a lot of sus ones this week.
Should we?
What have they been saying?
Some better than others. What?
Got to play the jingle.
Adam's hella sus DMs.
Okay.
One from your brother-in-law said it's going to take 17 years to repair your car.
That's a Hella Sus DM, is that? Is there any you can think of off the top of your head before I read these?
No, I've had like too many lately. I've had loads, man.
Okay, so we had one on your Instagram. Just said, send me your number, kiss kiss. And you just put, no. I don't know why anyone would just think that you would just, yeah, I'll just give you my number. Cool.
Yeah, I went to see a house the other day for that topic, and
Fucking hell.
and the guy like right at the end of, not at the start of the viewing, at the end of the viewing, he's like, obviously we know who you are. I was like, oh okay. Oh well, thanks. Do you watch the video? He's like, yeah, we watch them all the time. I was like, oh thanks man, I appreciate you watching. And his wife's like, yeah, we love them. I was like, I thought you might have mentioned that at the start of our meeting, but he's like, because like if you want to like see it again, don't get the estate agent involved. Just like text me. I don't want to ask you for your number. I'm like, sorry, you can have it, man. Like it's no big deal. Like give me your number. I'll just dial you. Like.
So which one did you go view? We can't say it explicitly on the podcast.
I've not bought a house yet anyway.
Right,
So
okay.
like, that's the
you narrowed it down to 2 though, didn't you?
yeah, but that's not really any longer the case. So I'm just going to be homeless in January, basically. So keep that spare room free.
A lot of people were saying that Star Wars room looked ace.
Sure, I'm not. I can't afford that house. A, but B, I don't like Star Wars. It's just weird. You know, it'd be like having a. You know, like Josh would love to have like a. I don't know, like a Porsche
jackass
room
room.
in his car or something. Like, so I'm not going to buy a house which has a Porsche themed room in it. You know.
What?
You know, I'm just trying to think of something that you're enthusiastic about. It's like George having like
A Casey Neistat shrine.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
George having like a Sydney Sweeney themed room. I'm not going to buy it because, you know.
Yeah.
So it's the same with Star Wars. I'm not really into it, so I'd feel like a bit of a pretender, you know, like a poser or something.
I get it. It's like wearing Vans gear and not
Not
being a
skating.
skater, because that were a recent comment that we all got.
Yeah.
What other DMs has he got?
He had another one that said, obviously they've messaged you before and you've not replied. So they've put, you're not that famous. I deserve a response to my message, Beard.
To which I did not respond to.
Please don't call
I didn't see. There was no like.
Yeah,
I mean, you're right in saying I'm not famous. There is a large volume of messages though. So it has like this because I don't have a team like everyone else, right? It's hard to keep track of actually.
Your
replying to them
DMs
all.
is mental, innit?
Yeah, I try, man. That's all I can do.
The request folder's like maxed out constantly.
Yeah, and do you know like when you get to that point, Instagram starts glitching, so you lose loads of them.
Right. Well, if it's too many
Yeah,
come in.
I don't know what causes it, but I had it the other day with the.
It doesn't make sense, though, doesn't
I was
it?
speaking to somebody actually quite important, and the messages just disappeared, and I was like, motherfucker. It was just a glitch in the end, so thank God for WhatsApp. But
Who was it?
your mum.
We need to stop these inside jokes. People are going to start getting angry.
I don't even know.
I don't even think they're inside jokes anymore.
No, they're
to be
outside
honest.
talking
jokes.
about
We've not
trip-
explicitly said it. You got any trips? What? Anyway, what else?
Should we do Beards Challenge Rewind?
Yeah.
Go
If
on.
there's anything that's going to cheer me up, it's Beard's Challenge Rewind.
I did say that.
And there's this one from 2016 or something.
So this is one from 2015. Challenge with my wife.
What?
I'm
Full of
joking.
beans this morning, isn't he? I'll push you down the fucking stairs, you little limpet.
All right. So the first one.
Why is it more than one? If for no other reason, and if this has to go on for time, then you should just do one a week, because otherwise you're going to run out.
No, but I need a couple,
Okay,
mate. I want a couple.
okay, all right.
All right. First one. The hardest challenge I've done this year, the world's biggest lobster roll.
Oh, that was ace, that one, man.
Oh, there you go.
Wilmington, I think. South Carolina or North Carolina. The borders of those states are a little weird. But anyway, one of the Carolinas, lobster roll, a place called Shucking Shack. I was really excited to do that one because obviously it's like very different. I love lobster. And I think I introduced it with a gag about it being like the most middle class food challenge ever, right? Like a giant lobster. I think it's like $130 if you lose. Because it's lobster, right?
Yeah.
But the people were really, really nice there. And I think I might be wrong, but I think only Randy had done it when I did it. And he'd done it in like 50, I want to say like it'd taken him the best part of an hour. So I got there and
48 minutes, it says on there, I think.
I did it in 48.
No, Randy.
Oh, right. I don't know how. I did it quicker, but like only just. But what was stressing me about that, I was thinking like, normally if I know Randy's done it right, but it's taken him that long, I'm like, oh man, shit, this is going to be hard. Because we're probably about the same these days, like about the same level of ability. But yeah, it tastes really good, and the staff were really nice. And there was a couple next to me, I remember, who were on there like it was like an anniversary, and so I was like apologising, not like your
God.
husband's bringing me out for your anniversary in the middle of the day. So admittedly a good restaurant, but now you've got it. But she loved it. She was like, nah, you can do it and everything like that. So I don't know how many views that video's done actually, but I imagine it performed quite well.
7.3 milli.
Yeah,
That's a lot of views.
there's a little dark in there, but I like that one. It
It's
was
an unusual challenge, though. It's not
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
typical.
yeah, that's the best
You don't
part.
get
Like
lobster a lot.
yeah, something like that. I've actually done a giant lobster roll before, but I just destroyed the footage, not like on purpose. I was not professional that day. But that was bigger anyway. So yeah, it's delicious as well. The thing is, it comes out it's cold. I prefer lobster meat. Like I can enjoy it when it's cold, but obviously lots of lobster meat. The texture of lobster is very hard to digest. You know, because it's that kind of
It's
like
rubbery.
Yeah, it's
like
almost
a prawn.
Yeah, and you can enjoy it, but if you eat a lot of it, it doesn't really go anywhere. So it was pretty tough, that one actually. I don't know if anyone's done it since actually. I think maybe it's only. I feel like if there are certainly other people that could do it, but I think
What is like the sauce of it then? That
they
sort
put
of
like
makes it up?
just like a clarified butter type thing on it, just like a melted butter. You don't. I think that maybe it came with some Thousand Island or something, like some kind of fishy, creamy thing. But it was a good one.
And a mountain of chips as well.
Yeah, it was put quite a lot of chips on there.
So did you beat Randy's time then, or no?
Yeah, I did it quick. I don't know how much quicker, but I just wanted to do it honestly. Like because if I see that like it's taken Randy that long, I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be difficult. Because Randy can eat, man. People give him grief. He's a good eater.
People give him grief.
Yeah.
Do that?
People that have never eaten
I don't know,
challenges
I don't-
before.
What do you mean? You've been serious?
I
He
didn't
gets
know.
loads of stick, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he gets loads of stick.
I don't watch Randy's videos, so I don't
Because he's a little like me. Like the whole point is supposed to be entertaining. He's not like sat there like trying to. We both know we're like pretty mediocre scoffers, right? Certainly these days, and it's supposed to be entertaining. So it's not all about like, hey, I'm gonna do it this quick, or like I'm gonna eat 2 of them or whatever. But yeah, like there were a lot of people commenting about the video from Austria, that Johnny's Burger that just went up at the weekend. Because obviously we show like Randy at the start.
Yeah.
Because he was the champ for like 5 years or whatever. Like, why do you always talk about Randy? I'm like, because he's a mate and we just sludge each other. Same
you
as
can get-
And he's literally eaten every challenge.
yeah, like he's done like 2,000 food challenges. I mean, he keeps score for fuck's sake. I don't know how many I've done, but it's not that many.
There's a guy on YouTube that's got a spreadsheet somewhere of your win to loss rate. There's like we've seen
He
that.
sent us it, didn't he?
I can't remember. Have you got it still?
It's in my Google Drive.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I bet it's a live
I
document.
don't know if it's been updated, but it'd be worth looking at.
I don't know what the win-to-loss ratio is. Probably
It's the same guy that says you should have messaged him back.
He put like all sorts of details on it though, like to
Dear
like
Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
yeah. But he'd like put like the time that you completed it, the previous record.
Amount of wipes of the beard.
Yeah, like literally, like he would put stuff like that.
Little tick box, shit himself.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's in at least 10.
We got another one?
Yeah, eating Britain's biggest donut, first restaurant challenge in ages.
Oh yeah, that was like post-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at a place called Donuts in Nottingham. Another one that's really cool just because it's unique. It's like they do this giant donut, and I think you could buy it for like special occasions, and you would eat it between 8 people, something like that. But then they started doing this food challenge where you get it for free in a T-shirt, and I think maybe you got a voucher as well. But yeah, that's kind of rough. That one, it's good, but it's because like lots of it's one stand because they do like lots of different kind of these gourmet donuts, one of those kind of gourmet donut places.
Yeah.
The giant one you can get in different flavors, but if you're doing the challenge, it has to be the peanut butter and chocolate one, and Nutella, which was I like peanut butter, right? So it was good, but the Nutella gets a lot after a while, especially with the peanut butter. I think it had pretzels on top as well, but it tasted yum. And I remember back then it was just great to get out and yeah, and film something that was. That had like a little bit of a story to it, but it was good, and it's hard to do that though. It's a difficult one. It's not actually that heavy, but it's just hard to eat. Sticks in your throat quite a lot.
That's rough.
Maybe we'll put that one in the
challenge
series for next year. We're talking about
Oh yeah.
if they're still doing it. Nottingham's a nice place as well. Quite like Nottingham.
How does that compare to like? So when you did the challenge with your sister, where you've like got a big box of donuts each.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you polished that one off in particular, like pretty easy. But how does that compare with like one big donut?
That was harder because the dough's like not. There's less air because it's a large one.
Yeah.
People look at me like that's not that big, but it's solid dough. You know what I mean? So it's.
How's the aftermath of that compared to like like the Ben and Jerry's one where you said it was so bad because
it wasn't
of the sugar?
as bad as that, but like it's still bad because there's a lot of sugar in that. Anything that's going to be heavy in sugar is going to hurt. You know what I mean?
I honestly don't know how you can eat that. For like chocolate and sugar is one of them things where if you've had enough, you've had enough. Yeah, so the fact that you can power through that threshold is like alarming.
You've got but that's the
job, innit?
That's the gig, isn't it? I suppose. Yeah.
Nice. Any more, George?
We've got one more. Trying to beat a 10,000 calorie Sunday challenge in Pennsylvania.
Fucking hell, it was like 2 weeks ago.
It was a recent one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one, man.
It just looked absolutely massive on the thumbnail.
Yeah. It was at a place called the Dutch Pantry in Dubois, Pennsylvania.
Dubois?
I thought it was Dubois, but everyone's kind of giving me grief. I made a joke of it at the start. I was like, if you want to be posh, it's probably Dubois, but apparently it's Dubois. Or some shit like that. But anyway, I knew that would do badly, that video, like relative to others, because for some reason people don't like watching you eat ice cream. I don't know why. It's like big ice cream sundae. But the reason I wanted to do it is because it's got 13 apple fritters in there, which is something you don't really get in England. You know that they're a huge deal in America.
What are they like?
Like apple pies, like deep fried?
No, like imagine like a donut but without a hole in it. But the kind where it's glazed and it's thick. It's more like a cakey style donut, but it's apple and cinnamon flavored.
Right.
You can get them at some of these kind of gourmet, avant-garde donut shops, but out there you can get them in like Krispy Kreme, like Tim Hortons, etc. But you can't really get them here. But yeah, that's got 13 of these apple fritters inside the sundae, and then all this kind of caramel sauce. And the funny thing about that is like there was a guy and I think his girlfriend were watching, and they were talking, which is cool. And he's like, I don't know how many calories are in that. And I'm joking about it, and he's like, I'll find out. So he's like, it's got to be 15,000. And I'm like, that seems like a little bit much. I'm like, I think you've been watching one of those other channels. And a lot of people are like, oh man, who's he calling out there? But I calculated afterwards, it was like something like 11,000. Because they let me like have a scan like the caramel sauce, and because I thought it'd be funny because there wasn't really a hook other than that. Yeah. And I knew, because ice cream, obviously it's easy to eat, but it's very calorie dense. It's always going to be heavy in calories, and it was like nearly 11,000.
Did you have?
Oh my god.
A similar aftermath to the Ben and Jerry's one after that then?
No, because there's nowhere near as much ice cream. That was like 13 pints of Ben and Jerry's. What is that like?
I don't know.
They're about 500 mils each, aren't they? So like
6 litres, 7
six and a half litres. That wasn't anywhere near that,
Right, okay.
you know.
I don't know how you don't shit yourself after eating that much ice cream. Because how much that must like
probably
upset
does.
your stomach though.
I think I was fine with that one. It wasn't really that big, you know. Honestly, like that one. It was a lot of it was cream as well on top, and
This man going for a shit. It's like a fucking. It's like a mission. It's like a military operation. He gets himself prepared. He's in there for about 45 minutes. I dread to think, man.
I'm an efficient pooer. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I reckon it takes you a while. You must
In
have
the
to
morning,
go through a process.
My morning poop takes a while, but like
I didn't realise you started drinking it at the end. Clean out of the bowl.
the ice cream, not my poop.
Not that. I'm still watching the video. You got it all over your
You've got
beard.
2 kills, 1 cup of.
Might as well be, mate. This is disgusting.
How else are you supposed to get it out?
Are you done over there, George?
Yeah.
Should we?
George, give me another
should we
beer there.
finish this on a fest hole then?
Fesspit. Yeah.
I don't really have any kind of agenda.
I need
this
like
way,
some, I
at
need like
all.
some prompts of what our games are called. We should put on the wall over there.
You need like a shock thing on your wrist every time you get it wrong. I just press the button on it and you go
Add that
until you
to
get
the-
it right.
Add that to the forfeit.
All right.
Everything that went wrong this morning, I did not think we'd be done with the first episode by 11:30.
Efficient, mate. You know.
Cheer me up a bit as well. Cheers,
Hold it
boys.
together.
Oh, that was nice, isn't it?
All right. First Fesspit.
Why did you say that like you're from like you were like I don't know, you were born in like 1920s Sheffield? Fesspit.
First Fesspit. At a posh work conference, went to the toilet and was so constipated I had to dig it out. Chatting to someone shortly after, we exchanged business cards. Realised my fingernail was fringed with shit. To this day, don't know if they saw it or the wave of horror across my own face.
That cannot be true. Surely people are not digging shit out of their ass.
Well, it's a medical procedure. It happens in hospital.
Is it really?
Yeah, disimpactment or medical, what they call like in England. I think disimpactment. I think is an American term. I think they call it manual evacuation in England. I've got a lot of friends that work for the NHS, and I've seen a mate who's seen people.
Sounds like a band name.
Probably is like one of those pig metal bands.
Manual evacuation.
Yeah, they have to just dig it out. So constipation is so severe they've got to get it out.
What do they like? They have to use like a spoon
No, they get the fucking hand up there, mate, and pull it
up
out.
your arsehole.
Yeah.
How are you
Surely
gonna
there's
fit a
not
hand up your
like-
arsehole?
Ask
Have to be a
Danielle.
little- have to be a little nurse. Doesn't it? Like a little man or woman.
You will.
Surely there's got to be a piece of equipment.
I don't know.
we can
Give them
use.
some fucking poppers. Make sure they've got plenty of lube there. Use your imagination. I'm pretty sure you know how you can get a finger up a fucking ass. I
God.
could stick my full fist up your ass, and I've wanted to a few times.
Whoa, okay, whoa.
That came out wrong.
Put that in the intro to this podcast. Clip that, George.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be like a violent thing. Not
right, yeah.
A fake violent thing, not a like I want to
Yeah,
like.
didn't sound that way, mate.
Does anyone know any like shrinks out there? I keep thinking I need to
You
go for
need
therapy.
to go to therapy. 100%.
Get in touch if you know any good ones.
Next first bit. I couldn't afford to take my kids to Disney World when they were little, but hated them feeling left out when they started primary school. So I gaslighted them as toddlers that they had been there. Eldest is now 28 and youngest 25, and they remain convinced they were there.
Smart.
That's one way to do it.
A little weird, rather than just saying, just tell people you didn't go to Disneyland. It's not that big of a deal. They'll tell you, like, I'm supposed to be taking my nephew next year.
Yeah. I heard. And your mum as well, aren't you?
Yeah. That's my mum, like, all over. She engineers the whole thing. She's, oh, Noah, ask your Uncle Adam what you were going to ask me. I want to go to Disneyland, so I don't want to say no to Noah, right?
With Jen as well.
Yeah, with Jen. And I'm thinking Jen and Noah, right? Mum's like, well, I've got to go. I'm
She's
like,
got to cash in.
I'm like, the fuck are you doing at Disneyland? You're like nearly 67 years old, man. Well, I've got to go. I'm like, right? Paying for yourself then with my dad's massive fucking pension? Or am I covering that? She's like, well, yeah. I was like, you know what, Mum? Yeah, okay. I can do a nice thing for everyone. I'll take us all. I'm not going to be going to Disneyland, but like I'll let you guys just kind of, I'll go work, you know? And then I saw a couple of days ago, she's like, oh, I don't know what I'll do at Disneyland, you know, with my knees. I can tell you what we can do. Stay the fuck at home. Save me about 10 grand or whatever it's going to cost me.
You do realise we're not your shrink yet. Like that's a story for your shrink.
Yeah, probably. I thought I'd share it.
Nah, it'd be nice. Get them all on a nice Virgin Atlantic premium economy. You know, they'll be.
They're all like, Jen's like, business class, yeah? I'm like, are we on business?
Well, you will be.
Yeah, I'll situate myself in business class.
Because you'll be going to work.
be waving them back.
Like sipping on fizz. Hi guys. No, I don't give a fuck. I'll have loads of room, whatever.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Right, last Fesspit. After being in the passenger seat of my grand's car on its way for a MOT, which had moss growing inside it, and seeing her driving in the wrong lane, getting distracted by that fat bloke, etc. Despite the moss, it passed. I slipped the bloke 50 quid to tell her it's a write-off.
She didn't drive into me of the week, did she? It's not the same person, is it?
Well, it's a write-off now.
Oh, God. My old granddad's had his licence taken off him, which is probably about right, 'cause he's 88 years old.
Come on,
but
he's driving at that age.
He's very sad about it.
He's sad about it?
Yeah.
Why was it taken off him?
He didn't pass his visual test at Specsavers. So it's a fair cop, but it's a bit sad for the for old fella.
Do you have to do them?
I think when you get past like 80 or 70, you'll have to do like maybe an annual review or biannual. Like you've got to pass some sort of review, and he did not pass, which is fair fucks.
My grandma should be doing them, but I don't think she has been.
No. Lad, you should.
She should not be
You
driving.
can't see fucking speed
I was going to
cameras.
say, bad driving runs in your family.
Right, should we jump over to Patreon?
Let's jump over to Patreon.
Thank you everybody for listening and watching this week and enjoying our absolute chaos. We will be back next week with even more chaos.
And an actual agenda, perhaps.
We have actually got a good agenda for next week's podcast.
Yeah?
Because we're having to record it this afternoon.
Yeah, so we'll be dressed in the same clothes unless I go out shopping at lunch.
All right.
There's no bathing ape here, so.
Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.